Now we want to set up Wade's Livescope. We just got it hooked up, got it on the water for the first time. Talking to Wade, he likes using his unit in forward mode. There's a gyro inside the Livescope transducer that will sense which orientation you have it physically set in. We've got his physically set in forward mode, and we don't plan on changing that a whole lot. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into the graph, manually tell it which way to keep that image facing, and to basically not rely on the gyro for its physical orientation. I'll open up my Panoptic screen, I'll hit Menu, Sonar Setup, Installation, Orientation, and I'll select Forward. Now while we're out bouncing and rolling in the waves, it will always stay in forward mode. Okay, so now if it's, we've manually set it in forward mode, but if you want to take it out of that, say you want to go out and really play with your transducer in different view settings, I'll take it out of manual mode, I'll hit Menu, Sonar Setup, Installation, Orientation, and now I can put it back in auto, or I can put it into any of the other two orientation options. Sometime throughout the day, your image on your Livescope is going to change based on the changing of the conditions, whether it's cloudy or sunny. Sometimes it's important to reset your Sonar defaults to clear up an image. That black box is thinking all day long, and sometimes if you can just reset the black box, you can give that Livescope a break and it'll clear your image up a lot, and it's really easy to do. You can restore your settings, set your 4 or 5 manual settings you like back up, and you'll be back on the water fishing. To do that, I'll open my Panoptic Livescope screen. I'll hit the menu button. We'll go into Sonar Setup, Installation, and we'll restore Sonar defaults. Yes. Okay. Now we can open up our Panoptics again, and then go back in, set our gain, set our forward range, set our orientation. And you're back to fishing again, and it takes less than a minute to set everything right back up. Garmin has introduced a depth button for Livescope right on the front of your Panoptic screen. If you have your depth range set when you're out deep and then you start moving shallower, maybe chasing fish up shallow, you need to change this depth feature to maximize the full length of your screen. And that's really easy to do with the new buttons. As you can see on our graph, we've got it set really deep here. So only a quarter or a third of our screen is actually showing the water column, and all the rest of this is wasted on showing the bottom. It's really easy to go in and change that. You can take your unit out of auto depth and then turn it into manual and just bump that button until you're really maximizing the height of your screen. You can still see the bottom and fish sucked around here.